Hello YouTube, I'm Tim and welcome to my final DVD and Blu-ray update for 2021. It's now 2022, almost March 2022. So I thought before I do any other DVD and Blu-ray updates, I would do one big one covering the last of my DVD and Blu-ray buys from 2021. So first off, Blu-ray I bought from Amazon Prime right before Halloween. It's a movie that's had a bunch of DVD releases and few VHS releases, but never had a Blu-ray release until late last year. This is put out by the Film Detective. It's 1950s drive-in cult classic Frankenstein's Daughter from Film Detective. This is the first time it's out on physical media in its original widescreen aspect ratio. Look at her, she lives. Dr. Oliver Frank's ambition is to continue the experiments of his late grandfather, the wicked Dr. Frankenstein. Since he has better luck in the lab than in the back seat of his car, Dr. Frank usually turns the women who reject him into fodder for his experiments. He has special plans for his boss's young niece, Trudy Sandra Knight, and she's the ex. Sandra Knight used to be married to actor Jack Nicholson. It was in the early to mid-60s they were married, and they had a daughter, actress Jennifer Nicholson, but now they're divorced. Just a little bit of trivia for you, for those wondering who Sandra Knight was. Soon, a strange female creature is running amok in modern Los Angeles. No one is safe in Frankenstein's Daughter, 1958. Not even the cool kids rockin' at poolside. Special features includes 2 full commentary tracks. Author and historian Tom Weaver and filmmaker Larry Blumeier, Richard E. Cunha, filmmaker of The Unknown, a Ballyhoo Motion Pictures documentary featuring an archival interview with director Richard E. Cunha, with thanks to Tom Weaver, and then John Ashley, Man of the Bees, a new career retrospective featuring film historian C. Courtney Joyner, and John Ashley's the male lead of this, he plays Sandra Knight's boyfriend in this movie. And then you get full color booklet with original essay by author and historian Tom Weaver. This is from 1958, 85 minutes, black and white, not rated, 1.85 aspect ratio. And it's a region-free Blu-ray. English and Spanish subtitles available. It's put out by the Film Detective, and it's part of the Wade Williams collection, 2021 Wade Williams, all rights reserved. So Frankenstein's Daughter that I bought off at Amazon Prime back right before, the day before Halloween. It's Film Detective Special Edition Blu-ray. And then one that's had a DVD release here in the States, but it hasn't had a Blu-ray release so far, but I heard that Kino will be doing a Blu-ray. There was an Australian DVD, now there's an Australian Blu-ray, so I bought the Australian Blu-ray, Stunt Rock, and lists including a special bonus comic inside. And this is from Umbrella Entertainment. This movie is an Australian movie, but it stars an American rock and roll band called Sorcery. Part pseudo-documentary, part rock film, and all kinds of crazy Mondo Digital. Music as you've never heard it. Magic as you've never seen it. Danger as you've never imagined it. Famed Ozploitation action specialist Brian Trenchard Smith, the Man from Hong Kong, and legendary daredevil Grant Page, Mad Max, reunite and unleash their down-under action expertise on an unsettling America in Stunt Rock. The charismatic Grant Page journeys to Hollywood and hooks up with the cult heavy metal outfit Sorcery, and soon the diverse worlds of devil may care, recklessness, and hard rock are colliding with explosive results. Prepare yourself for a non-stop barrage of death-defying action accompanied by an amped-up 70s metal soundtrack and surreal magical stage illusions, now presented for the first time in HD from a brand new 4K scan of the original film elements. Stunt Rock, we salute you. Special features: all new Ultimate Rush, a conversation with Brian and Margaret Trenchard Smith, extended interviews from Not Quite Hollywood with director Brian Trenchard Smith and actor stuntman Grant Page, and then from a 2008 audio commentary with director Brian Trenchard Smith and cast members Grant Page and Margaret Trenchard Smith, and 2009 audio commentary with director Brian Trenchard Smith, producer Marty Fink, and actor Richard Blackburn, and then a 2009 introduction to the film, and 2009 interviews with Brian Trenchard Smith, Smokey Huffs, and Marty Fink, and 2009 audio interview with Sorcery drummer Perry Morris, then Brian Trenchard Smith's Alamo Draft House appearances, a Cannes promo reel, an HD theatrical trailer, all new Brian Trenchard Smith trailer reel, Trailers from Hell, with commentary by Brian Trenchard Smith. And it's an aspect ratio of 2.35 anamorphic widescreen, so 16:9, and subtitles are in English for the deaf and hard of hearing, and regions A, B, and C, and it runs 91 minutes, color 1080p high definition. Parental guidance recommended. So it's rated PG in Australia, dangerous stunts and mild coarse language, and I think this has also been PG in the US. I thought this came out in 1978, but I believe it was actually 1980 that this got a release. So this is the Australian Blu-ray of the late 70s, early 80s Australian cult classic Stunt Rock that I bought from Umbrella Entertainment. Well, I bought it from Diabolique DVD since they got it in stock, because I wasn't sure if Umbrella was shipping to the US, and I was very lucky that Diabolique had this in stock. So that's Stunt Rock. And then a Blu-ray I bought from Dark Force Entertainment, another cult movie that's got rock and roll in it. It's filmed by Yuli Lamel, who did the drive-in horror movie The Boogeyman. He also did this rock and roll movie Blank Generation, stars Carol Bouquet and Richard Hell. And it also stars director Yuli Lamel, Andy Warhol, and Susanna Love from The Boogeyman. She was married to director Yuli Lamel, but I heard that he died in recent years. So Nada, played by Carol Bouquet, a beautiful French journalist on assignment in New York, records the life and work of an up-and-coming rock star, Billy, played by rock musician Richard Hell. Soon she enters into a volatile relationship with him and must decide whether to continue with it or return to her lover, a fellow journalist trying to track down the elusive Andy Warhol. Dark Force Entertainment is proud to present this long-lost cult gem from 1980 with a brand new 2K scan from the only surviving 35mm film element. Writer-director the legendary Yuli Lamel also has a starring role in the movie that features great music from Richard Hell and the Voidoids playing live at the iconic CBGB Club in New York. Top it all off with a brief but memorable appearance by Andy Warhol, making this a cult masterpiece. And it's from Dark Force Entertainment. In English, color 79 minutes, anamorphic widescreen 1.66, regions A, B, C, and copyrighted in 1979 by Roger Deutsch, and it's rated R. So, Blank Generation from Dark Force Entertainment. And then a few Blu-rays I bought off of deep discount. First is one I pre-ordered from Amazon Prime late last year, and they were out of copies, so I canceled my pre-order and just ordered it from Deep Discount, since Deep Discount had this movie in stock, and it was a movie I wanted to get on DVD, but the DVD wasn't widescreen, and now it's out on Blu-ray and HD in an actual anamorphic widescreen, so this is an 80s horror cult movie from Roberta Finlay, cult director of Tenement. Jennifer was desired, then seduced. Now the horror begins. The Oracle. A power that is ancient. The Oracle. Spooky, creepy, crazy visions of murder. Future for future. Deep-ice.com, remastered from a 4K scan. Moving into a creepy apartment formerly occupied by an old psychic, Jennifer and her husband discover the Oracle, a mysterious device that enables one to communicate with the dead. Jennifer enters the occult realm when she is contacted by the ghost of a murdered man who seeks her aid to enact revenge on his killers. As the tormented spirit terrorizes and manipulates Jennifer, she finds herself in the dangerous and direct path of dark, violent forces. Special features, interview, and audio commentary with director Roberta Finlay, original trailer, and then TV spot and photo gallery. And this is put out by Media Blasters. copyrighted in 2004. Maybe that's when they put out the DVD of it. It's approximately 94 minutes, color region A locked. It's listed as not rated, but this was rated R when it played in theaters here in the US. I believe sometime in the 80s. English 2.0 Dolby Digital. And it says subtrack, so maybe there's English subtitles for deaf and hard of hearing. 1080p high definition widescreen 1.78 16:9. So the Oracle from Media Blasters and that I bought off a deep discount. And then Shout Factory Blu-ray release I bought off a deep discount last year. It's an Alan Carr cult movie musical. Can't Stop the Music, starring The Village People, Valerie Perret, and Caitlyn Jenner when she was still Bruce Jenner, and Steve Guttenberg and Paul Sand, directed by Nancy Walker. The musical event of the 80s, and I believe this was on a drive-in and walk-in movie theater double bill with Xanadu back in 1980, but Xanadu became a cult classic that bombed. I don't think so much because it wasn't well liked, but I think maybe it was because this movie wasn't as well liked, but both still had a cult following. The movie musical event of the 80s is back. Pour yourself a milkshake and experience the magic, music, and mirth of the all-time favorite camp-tastic classic, Can't Stop the Music. This highly fictionalized story depicting the creation of disco icons, The Village People, provides the framework for an outrageous musical extravaganza as only producer Alan Carr, Grease, and Grease 2 could deliver. An infamous flop upon its 1980 release, but cherished by fans of the singing sextet and cult cinema, Can't Stop the Music offers a truly unforgettable time capsule experience, packed with macho men, glamorous gals. They don't make 'em like this anymore. Production numbers and a once in a lifetime cast. It's a sort of dizzy fun that aficionados of camp the world over award gold medals to. Watch it and see for yourself that it takes a village to raise your spirits. Bonus features new audio commentary with the fabulous Alan Carr, producer, director Jeffrey Schwartz, comedy writer Bruce Vilanch, new interview with Village People's Randy Jones, theatrical trailer, TV spots, and photo galleries. And it's in a 1080p high-definition widescreen of 2.35 English DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 in stereo. English subtitles 1980 color approximate feature runtime plus minus 124 minutes. And it's licensed to Shout Factory from Studio Canal. It's rated PG and region A locked. So, Can't Stop the Music. It's another one I bought off a deep discount, starring a young Steve Guttenberg and the Village People. And it's 20 minutes. So one more that I bought from deep discount late last year is a Warner Archive Collection movie. It's another cult movie comedy. From 1978, Corvette Summer, starring Mark Hamill from Luke Skywalker from the original Star Wars trilogy, and Annie Potts, who would later play Janine in the Ghostbusters movies. One of Hollywood's better growing up movies, Paul Taylor Time Out Film Guide. A cherry Corvette Stingray, a gorgeous girl, and a summer in glittery Las Vegas. What does a guy need for the wildest, weirdest, funniest, freakiest time of his life? Mark Hamill's Star Wars and Annie Potts designing women make comedic and romantic sparks fly in a revved-up tale of a car-brained Kenny Hamill who trails a Corvette that's mysteriously boosted after a high school shop class restores it to perfection. The trail leads to Fun Capital USA and a ditzy diversion, Potts, whose dream is to become a hooker. This damsel in distress needs a white knight on a candy apple metal flake superior mags mercury tube steed. Right, Kenny? Both are in for a summer they'll never forget. And copyrighted 1978. And by Turner Entertainment and 2019 Warner Brothers. Main feature is in 1080p high definition widescreen 16:9 1.85 widescreen and DTS HD. Master audio English 2.0 mono and English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing. And you also get the trailer. May not be in high definition. Audio and subtitles may vary. Rated PG, bonus material trailer, not rated. And it's 104 minutes in color. So Corvette Summer that I bought from deep discount late last year, Warner Archive Blu-ray release. And yeah, it's 23 minutes, so I think I'm gonna have to take a break from filming soon. So I've got a few more that I bought late last year from Amazon Prime. One that is supposed to be going out of print. It's a Blu-ray release from Cult Epic's long-lost horror film of the 70s, a new high-definition Deathbed, the bed that eats. Deathbed earns its rightful place in the annals of 1970s midnight cult cinephilia, along with such films as Eraserhead, Pink Flamingos, and El Topo. Offscreen.com. Deathbed is a singular experience and is one of the most surreal, creative, and imaginative films of the past 50 years sins of cinema. Just when you thought you'd seen it all, along comes Deathbed. Mondo Digital. Prepare yourselves. The strangest bedtime story ever told. Cult Epics brings you Deathbed, George Berry's uniquely weird journey through a world of wild demons, carnivorous furnishings, and the spirit of Aubrey Beardsley, at the edge of a grand estate near a crumbling old mansion lies a strange stone building with just a single room. In the room there lies a bed. Born of demonic power, the bed seeks the flesh, blood, and life essence of unwary travelers. Three pretty girls on vacation searching for a place to spend the night. Instead, they tumble into nightmares and the cruel, insatiable hunger of the bed. Deathbed is a one-of-a-kind experience, comic, horrific, and dreamlike, that truly has to be seen to be believed. Discover this neglected marvel of American horror for yourself. Special features new HD transfer audio commentary by George Berry and Stephen Thrower. Introduction by George Berry in 2003. Introduction by Stephen Thrower, author of Nightmare USA 2013. And that's from 2013. And then Nightmare USA, a conversation with Stephen Thrower and George Berry on horror films of the 70s and 80s. Behind the Scenes of Deathbed in Detroit from 2013, and the original Deathbed music credit track from 1977. It's approximately 80 minutes. English language, USA, DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 Surround, DTS HD Master Audio 2.0 Stereo, aspect ratio 1.33, and it's in color. Copyrighted in 2014, not rated. And it's region 0 and designed for North American Blu-ray players. Okay, I'll do just two more before I take a break from filming. We're almost gotten down into a half hour. So two more that I bought off of Amazon Prime that are Warner Archive releases. This is the climax of mind-chilling terror. Eye of the Devil. From father to son, a tradition of terror, a forbidding French chateau is surrounding its vineyards are the setting for gothic thrills in this haunting excursion into the occult. Deborah Kerr and David Niven co-starring for the first time since Separate Tables, lead an exceptional cast: Sharon Tate, Donald Pleasance, Flora Robson, David Hemmings, Edward Mulhare, and Emlyn Williams in a chiller reminiscent of the later The Wicker Man from 1973, in which an innocent outsider to an enclosed world peels back layers of mystery to reveal a shocking truth. Kerr plays the outsider, the wife of a troubled Marquis Niven, who discovers perhaps too late that her husband's ancestral chateau is home to witches, warlocks, a sinister priest, 12 hooded figures, and terror. This is originally put out by MGM, and it's in 1080p high definition 1.66 widescreen 16:9 DTS HD Master Audio English 2.0 mono, English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, and then trailer may not be in high definition, and audio and subtitles may vary. Not rated, black and white, 96 minutes from 1966, so Eye of the Devil. And then, before we take a break, another Warner Archive. Well, I think Well, I thought this was Warner Archive, but it looks like maybe it's just Warner Brothers. Looney Tunes Mouse Chronicles Chuck Jones Collection, 19 remastered theatrical shorts on a 2-disc set. The big cheese of animation. From animator or legend Chuck Jones comes the big cheese of mouse collections. Enjoy 19 remastered animated shorts featuring some mischievous mice and their daring adventures. Introducing Sniffles. He's cute, curious, and has got a heck of a cold and naughty but mice. Audiences came to know Sniffles as sweet, wide-eyed simpleton with the talent for getting himself into trouble. But over the years, Jones evolved Sniffles into an overly talkative but enduring nuisance. Chuck Jones lets loose the mice, Hubie and Bertie, a trouble-loving twosome with a passion for pranks. In the short, the Aristocat, a departure from his previous cute and naive characters, Hubie and Bertie solidified a new direction for Jones. The change paid off with the Oscar-nominated Mouse Wreckers, which finds Hubie and Bertie tormenting their favorite nemesis, Claude Cat, with rapid-fire humor and sight gags galore. So steal a snack and scurry back to your hideout for some laughs and mouse-jiff, meaning mischief, but since it's mice, mouse-jiff, with the latest Chuck Jones collection. Special features, all new featurette of mice and pens. Exclusive on the Blu-ray, More Mice, 11 bonus cartoons from the Warner Brothers vault. The Hypochondriacat storyboard reel, 5 audio commentaries. And the Looney Tunes Mouse Chronicles, the Chuck Jones collection, is intended for the adult collector and may not be suitable for children. Main features 1080p high definition 4:3 1.37, and it's Dolby Digital English 1.0 and Espanol Spanish 1.0, both Castilian and Latin, and subtitles are in English for the deaf and hard of hearing. Special features may not be in high definition. Audio and subtitles may vary. Not rated. Bonus material, trailer not rated. And it's 145 minutes, Dolby Digital. I believe these are all in color. So, from Warner Home Video, the Looney Tunes Mouse Chronicles Chuck Jones Collection 2-disc Blu-ray set. And it's a little over 33 minutes, so I'm going to stop for now. Come back to filming in just a bit.